The following is an exclusive presentation of Jesup Broadcasting, the sports leader in Southeast Georgia.
The world-famous Butch and Bob Show.
And good morning to you. You're listening to 105.5 FM, WIFO FM in Jesup, Big Dog Country Radio. Butch Hubbard here, Bob Morgan. On this Wednesday morning is the second day of October. World-famous Butch and Bob Show brought to you by Murphy Builder Supply in downtown Jesup on Northeast Broad Street and by Nips Car Wash on Highway 301 South, just past McDonald's on the left-hand side. Good morning, Bob.
Good morning.
You doing well?
I'm well.
You're well. Got all your Wayne County stuff on this morning. That's looking good.
Got to do the coach's show this morning.
Yeah, I got to go do the coach's show. Go talk to Coach Cribb and talk to him about last week's game and this week's game. Who do we play this week?
Bradwell.
Bradwell. You're at home. Homecoming. All right, Bob, we got guests in here this morning. Who do we have on the show this morning here on the world-famous Butch and Bob Show?
Well, Miss Dina Bennett's here at the chamber. We've got something going on, I guess.
Dina, what's happening?
We got all kind of things going on. Good morning. Thank
Good
y'all
morning.
for having us this morning. I've got Miss Cindy Hughes with SunTrust with me this morning. She's one of our ambassadors.
Okay.
Also on our Christmas Parade committee. So we'll be talking a little bit about the Christmas Parade already. Yes, on October 2nd, we are going to talk about Christmas. But before we get into that, I want to mention the Scarecrow competition or contest we've got going on. The deadline to register for that was Monday, but we've had a few people that are still trying to get their ideas together. So if anybody wants to join and put up a scarecrow this year for the contest, I'm still taking some applications at the chamber. If they can get them in by the end of today, 5 p.m. today, they can go ahead and be a part of that contest. Scarecrows.
Go ahead. Assume that no one knows anything about the Scarecrow
Okay.
contest, because a lot of times when we're involved with stuff each year, we think, oh, everybody knows about it.
That's right.
But
So this contest is called the Scarecrows Among Us. This is our second year doing it. We last year it was the Chamber, the DDA, and the Kiwanis Club joined together and did a scarecrow competition. So we lined downtown with scarecrows that are put together by our local businesses and clubs, schools, individuals, families. We've got several groups that you can enter and compete with other group members. So it's $35 to enter. You choose your own theme, and you make your scarecrow, you put it up, and we've got out of town judges that come and take a look at them and judge them. And each category, a winner is chosen from each of those categories, which is business, group, school, family, individual or family. And then we have a People's Choice Award that is awarded as well. And how we do that is we take pictures of all of the scarecrows once they go up, and those photos are added to an album on our chamber Facebook page. And the entry with the most likes wins the People's Choice Award. Last year, which this year as well, we're doing cash prizes. And last year, each winner received $250 cash. So it just depends on the number of entries that we get. All of the proceeds go right back into the prizes. It's really not a moneymaker for us. We're doing it to promote downtown and give the folks something to stroll downtown and take a look at. So we're still taking up entries for that. If anybody wants to get their entry in today, $35 an entry.
Okay, when the out-of-town judges judge, they come over and actually go in front of each one.
That's right. Last year we rode on golf carts, and we rode through town, and they have a scoring sheet that they take a look at, and they're scored, and we go around and take a look at each scarecrow.
And that'll be coming up soon, because you judge at the beginning before they get worn down.
So set up for those is next week. They can start setting up on Monday. They will need to come by the chamber before they set up. They can come by next Monday anytime and get their sign that they will post in front of their scarecrow. It'll have their name, their business name, and their entry number, and they can also know where they're supposed to put their entry, and then they can set up next week, Monday through Sunday. Judging will be October 14th, which is Monday week. Okay. So our judges will be going around taking a look at them on that day.
Sounds good. I know it was just very exciting last year. I mean, so there were some really creative people out there who put some good time and effort in putting these scarecrows together with every type of theme that you can think of. And of course, as you mentioned, you can have an individual who puts one in, or a family, or a business, or church, or organization, nonprofit, whatever they want to do, they can put it, and they will come to y'all, and y'all will help them select the site where their scarecrow will be, right?
That's right. If businesses who are located in the downtown Jesup area, their entry will go right out in front of their business. Businesses who are not located in the downtown area, we assign them a spot.
Okay, so they all go in the greater downtown Jesup area.
That's right. We're hoping, that'll continue to grow each year. Last year we had about 45 entries. We are well up into the 50s right now, so we've gotten more entries, and that's our goal, is just for it to grow each year.
That is fantastic. Great idea. Great promotion.
Yeah, so they'll be up for a couple of weeks. Winners will be announced at Archfest this year, October 26th.
Okay. So. And you said, you're talking about the Christmas parade coming up, put on by the Chamber of Commerce each year, but that's only 2 months away.
I know.
We
started meeting in August. So it's
what's this year's theme?
So this year our theme is Christmas on the silver screen.
Christmas on the silver screen.
Yes, so it's going to be Christmas movie related. So we're looking forward to the different floats that we'll see. We have got some creative folks here in Wayne County, and we see that every year during the parades. But last year with the scarecrows, like you mentioned, and the floats, they just get better and better each year. So,
Bob, what is your favorite Christmas
Vacation.
Christmas.
That's a classic.
I have to watch it every year.
That is so funny. I mean, Chevy Chase does a fantastic job.
That's a great one.
In that one right there. And you got the Christmas Story and It's a Wonderful Life. You've got so many of them.
That's right.
From the classics with Jimmy Stewart all the way down to Christmas Vacation.
That's right.
And the other ones that have been through the years,
So,
Is the Die Hard movie, the first Die Hard movie, and the second one, would you consider that a Christmas movie? No, it wasn't, Rick. Even though it was at Christmas time. It wasn't really about Christmas.
It wasn't about
It was just at Christmas. But, people can put all kinds of themes when it comes to Christmas movies.
Right. And one of the challenges when we're coming up with the theme each year is there's tons of things and tons of ideas that are Christmas related, but it's coming up with something that gives the people a variety so that we don't have 75 floats that all look the same, and there's enough of things to choose from. And when we started talking about the movie theme, we thought, that there's a lot. There's a lot to choose from, and we'll see a lot of different floats. Everybody has their own favorite movie for whatever reason, and so and then some folks can do the like we talked about the Charlie Brown Christmas. There's a lot of those. Frosty and that kind of thing too. So
there's
for
all
the
kinds
kids.
of cartoons.
Do you watch that TNT thing at Christmas, the Christmas Story over and over and over for 24 hours? Ralphie and the gang.
Well, I'm going to mention real quick, and then I'm
going
to let Cindy talk a little bit about some of the details of the Christmas parade. But Kitchen Tune-Up is our presenting sponsor again this year.
So Matt's doing that again, huh?
Matt Hubbard.
Well, bless his pea-picking heart.
We appreciate him. He does a lot to support our Christmas parade every year, and so they will be our presenting sponsor again this year. Cindy, you want to share a little bit about the date and the early bird or the registration and that kind of thing?
Sure. The date is December the 7th. Lineup begins at 5:30, and the parade actually begins at 7. The early bird rate, $35 for chamber members, $45 for non-members. After November the 20th, it's $50 for chamber members and $60 for non-members. The deadline is at 12 noon on Tuesday, December the 3rd. We're handing out awards again this year. We've got the Mrs. Claus Award is for the best use of the theme, which is Christmas on the silver screen. Rudolph Award is for the best use of lights. The Elf Award is for the most creative or original. The Frosty Award is for the most entertaining. And the Center Award is for the best overall. Float gets a $1,000 cash prize. And all winners receive a framed certificate and their picture on social media and in the newspaper, and a free parade entry for next year's parade.
All right. So we're talking about the Wayne County Christmas Parade coming up on December, what's again? 7th?
7th.
7th.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Which is the first Saturday in December.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
And
So
we're
just
gonna
contact the
pray.
Chamber of Commerce and get your entry ready.
That's
Yes.
right. We're praying for no rain this year. We don't want to have to.
Well, it's been a while, so luckily we'll be lucky.
That's right. Applications, entry forms are available on our website, waynechamber.com. Also on Facebook, we have an event created. You can access the entry form and the rules and whatnot from that. You can also give us a call, 427-2028, and request an entry form. So the entry forms are available. We're also accepting sponsorships at this time. Like I've mentioned, we've already got Kitchen Tune-Up is our presenting sponsor. We have 2 stages that are set up during the parade, one on Cherry Street, which is our Main Street stage. That one's being sponsored this year by Marshland Credit Union. And then we have a stage on First Street.
First Street. Right.
Right there next to the chamber office. And that stage sponsorship is available at this time. So if anybody would like to sponsor that stage, we always put a nice vinyl banner on the front of the stage advertising the business who sponsors it. And then, of course, we've got gold sponsorship, silver sponsor, and bronze sponsorship available, different price levels. So if anybody's interested, we always have a great group of folks who support the parade every year. We'll be reaching out to them in the next week or so, sending out some more information about that. But if you're interested in supporting the parade, just give us a call, email us. We'll be glad to provide more information.
Okay, Dan. Anything else going on with the chamber you want to talk about?
Well, yeah, I'll mention a few events that we've got going up. Coming up, we've got a few ribbon cuttings coming up this month in October.
Cindy has to go. She's
Bye,
got a conference
Cindy.
call. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Okay. See, people can see you leave. So why she just walking out on Dana?
Friday the 4th, this Friday, we have a ribbon cutting for Raz Jackson Designs. Is a new floral business in town. He is actually located on 3656 Tank Road in Odom, and that ribbon cutting is this Friday at 10. Monday, October 21st, is the grand reopening of McMillan Creek Boardwalk, and that's going to be at 10 a.m. The city's really excited about reopening that after it's been closed for some time now. And then on Thursday, October 24th, Southern Belle Bar and Grill is in the old Craft 44 building. We're having their ribbon cutting at 4 p.m. on October 24th.
What's the date on the?
McMillan?
Yeah.
October 21st. Yeah, that's Monday, October 21st at McMillan Creek Boardwalk. We are hosting a cookout at the football game Friday week, October the 11th. It's for all of our locally elected officials. We try to do that at least once or twice a year.
You're going to get all of them in one area.
That's our
You are going
goal.
to have security there, right?
We have invited all of them. We're hoping that they all will attend.
Bob says, I can't believe he said that.
I'm not going to comment on that. We have invited all of our locally elected officials. Most of them should have already received an email, kind of a save the date. We've got some official invitations going out today via email to all of our elected officials. We just want to recognize them and say thank you for all that they do. They have a tough job.
It's a tough job.
It's a very tough job, and I wouldn't want it.
Neither would I.
But they do a good job for our community. And we want to say thank you to them. So on October the 11th, there's a home football game. I think we play Statesboro on that night. But we are inviting all of our elected officials to come for the jacket walk at 5:45. And then we'll move over behind the concessions on the homestand. We've got a low country bowl that's being provided by the Jesup Housing Authority. And then we will also recognize our elected officials during the game.
Okay.
So we just want to invite all of them to
That
come
can
again.
be
That's
very interesting.
Friday, October the 11th.
You're going to introduce them to the crowd. When?
During the football game.
During the, like halftime.
And I'm not
before?
sure where they have us on the schedule. It may
Okay.
be between
Quarters.
quarters.
Okay, so you just have them all out there at one time.
That's right.
Okay.
That's right.
No individual, no popularity contest.
No, sir. All of whoever shows up will walk out on the field, and they will be introduced as
elected officials.
Right.
Okay.
That's right. And then there's a lot of folks that know who our elected officials are, and then there's some folks that don't have a clue, so they can kind of see. So we are looking forward for a good turnout for that. Right. So if anybody has any.
So this is something the Chamber's doing at next week's ball game.
That's exactly right.
All right.
October the 11th. Yes, sir. We did it last year at the farmers market, just kind of the same thing, just a cookout kind of thing, but kind of wanted to tie it in for the football game. We've got a crowd there. They can meet and greet and mingle with them before the game, and then we'll have the opportunity to honor them. So
first region game, so it should be a good crowd.
That's right.
Yeah.
It is the first region game. That's right.
Yeah. Give them a chance to go out there and press the flesh.
Yes.
Yep.
The only other thing I have on my schedule for October is our coffee cart exchange. That's sponsored by Cafe Euro this year. But on Thursday, October 17th at 8:30, we will have our coffee cart exchange at First Baptist Church in Jesup.
All right.
Lunch and learn tomorrow.
And lunch and learn?
We have had to cancel our lunch and learn for tomorrow. Thank you for mentioning that. Yes, I think.
Yeah.
Yes, I know it.
You mentioned it to us.
I know.
Yeah, on the news this morning.
Yes. Thank you for that. And I dropped the ball in not sending that to you guys. Yes, we've had to cancel that.
We will. This
time you'll let me slide. Thank you. I appreciate that, Mr. Butch. Well, we're hoping to get that rescheduled, but just had some conflicts there, so we and I want to say too, while we're talking about lunch and learns, any of our community, doesn't have to just be chamber members, anybody who has topics that they want to learn more about, that'll help promote their business, that'll help grow their business, that'll help in any issues that they may have going on, let us know. That's kind of what our lunch and learn program is about, getting some topics from the community, what they want to learn more about. Okay. And we'll be glad to set those up and find facilitators and sponsors and that sort of thing to get more information to our community. So
all right, as usual, the Wayne County Chamber of Commerce is extremely busy. Lots of things going on. And Dina, we appreciate you coming in this morning. Come in anytime to keep people updated on what's happening with our Wayne County Chamber of Commerce.
We appreciate it. Thank you for letting us be here.
All right. Bob, anything else for you this morning? Well, we got Mr. Larry Brantley out there in the green room. We'll have him on the air in just a moment right here on WIFO 105.5 FM in Jesup. World famous Butch and Bob Show for this second day of October.
Fears, do you dare? Open every Saturday in October from 7 until 10 p.m. at 3307 Grantham Road in Jesup. Web of Fears, a half-mile haunted trail walk including a haunted barn. Tickets online at weboffears.com or at the gate. Just $10, $5, 13 and under. This year's theme, Twisted Wizard's Nightmare and Oz. We tell you the real story of what happened to Dorothy and all her friends. 50% off all tickets at the gate for peace officers, firefighters, correctional officers, and active duty military. A portion of the proceeds being donated to the 200 Club of the Coastal Empire. Be prepared to be scared. Our night creatures are just dying to meet you. Web of Fears, do you dare? Open every Saturday in October at 3307 Grantham Road in Jesup.
WIFO FM in Jesup, 105.5 in your FM dial, Big Dog Country Radio. Butch Hubbard here with you along Bob Morgan, world famous Butch and Bob Show. And we have got Mr. Larry Brantley in this morning. Good morning, Larry.
Good morning.
How are you doing?
I'm doing well.
You're doing well. Okay. You requested to be here on the Butch and Bob Show. What are you going to be talking about this morning, Larry?
We're going to be talking about the 2019 Veterans Day Parade.
All right. And when will that be?
That will be November the 9th at 10 o'clock in the morning, line up at 9. Downtown Jesup, the same route as the Christmas parade.
Okay. What day of the week is that?
On Saturday.
Saturday. At what time again?
10 o'clock in the morning.
And that's the Veteran Days Parade. And tell us about the details of the parade. Who can enter the route, the whole thing?
I will. First of all, I want to thank Remax Elite because they have headed this thing up more than anybody. April Banks and Alexis.
Yeah, they do a great job down there supporting the veterans there.
They most certainly do. Yep. Anyway, we have took a different turn this year. We have created a committee of people because in the past our parades have been very light, had very little participation in churches. So this year we're going to churches, we're going to businesses. We mailed out cards. If you did not get a card, they can call Remax or call me and sign up for the parade. There is no charge. We will accept donations. But the biggest thing is we're wanting kids to get in this parade so we can teach them what veterans are for or what they've done and appreciate what they have done.
Yeah, I was about to say that. Get the kids involved, and then lots of folks will show up. So if you can get kids organizations, different things that kids are involved with, so they can be in the parade, so the parents and grandparents and aunts and uncles can see them. Plus, as you mentioned, they can learn about veterans and the sacrifice these veterans have made for our country, whether it's just been serving here in America or overseas.
That is correct, and it's a shame that we don't do more for our veterans than what we do, but I understand everything rotates around the dollar, so we have to do it.
No.
Yes,
it does.
doesn't it?
That's one of our slogans here on the Butch and Bob Show. It's always about the money, honey.
I'm telling you, I hate to say it, but you're right.
Yep.
But the biggest thing is I want kids involved. The churches have, a lot of the churches have promised me they're going to get their youth involved, to do things. And I tell everybody, I don't care if you ride a lawnmower, put a sign on it. Come on down. We don't care.
Yeah,
doesn't cost a dime to enter.
Bicycle, walk, whatever
I
you want
don't
to
care.
do. Okay.
This is the greatest opportunity in the world for people to show off, especially churches, show off their veterans in their church, organizations. I have one organization that's got a veteran that has been with them for 40-something years. They're going to put them in a truck with a company name on it.
Good.
So that's good. And also, let me say this. We have a coloring program. My cohort is supposed to be here with me.
Yeah, who's putting this together?
Let me tell the committee, and then we'll know.
Okay.
The American Legion, the VFW, the Jesup Shrine Club, Remax Elite, Wayne County Sheriff John Carter has been really good about this.
Well, he's a veteran himself.
He is a well-decorated veteran too. Let me say
from
that.
the Vietnam War.
City of Jesup, the mayor and Mike Deal have been very supportive. And the Wayne County ROTC have been to every one of our meetings. And I have to apologize. I can't tell the officer's name, but they have been to every meeting. We started this in July, trying to get this together. But April had came to some of us and said we needed a committee simply because she can't get to everybody.
Right.
Her and her administrative assistant, Alexis, they work hard.
Right.
They mailed out all these cards. All some of us done was say what we want to put on them. But her and Alexis is the one has done most of the work. But the committee has agreed that we're in the schools. Mr. Burgess with the school system, I spoke with him. He is supposed to be getting me some participation at schools. I know that Jackie Johnson is going to be there, the district attorney. She has requested to walk in the parade. I feel most assured some more of our politicians may want to walk in the parade.
And this is going to be on November 9th, right?
November 9th on a Saturday morning.
Yeah,
and
2 days before the actual Veterans Day, but most people attend a parade on Saturday morning at 10 a.m.
That's exactly correct.
The 9th of November. Right.
Well, the Shrine joined this. We'll have some Shrine units there. Simply, we have a poker run on that day. And it's always been somewhat of a conflict. Mm-hmm. So this year we decided to combine the two in hopes of boosting up our parade. So all our poker run motorcycles will be running through. And if anybody wants to ride in the poker run, call me.
Okay.
I'll get you in.
All right. Sounds good. And I'm just glad that this sounds like it's going to be a bigger and better parade this year. Forming the committee, April Banks at Remax Elite here in town, been a major sponsor on this and promoter of it. Got this committee together of all the veteran organizations plus some other folks to put this together, and a big Veterans Day parade coming up in downtown Jesup on November 9th, starting at 10 o'clock in the morning. And how do people enter the parade if they want to be in it?
All they have to do is call Remax Elite or email Alexis, and I'm going to spell it, GARRIODORE, Max, MAX, @gmail.com.
Okay. Call Remax Elite in downtown Jesup on Cherry Street.
And they'll be happy to sign them up. Like I
Okay.
said, no cost.
No
It's
cost.
free. Put your children in it. We really want kids in it.
Now, you say you want a lot of kids, of course, as usual, but you want the veterans there that can walk in the parade.
That's exactly correct. Well, a lot of veterans are so.
Or ride in the parade. One of the
That's
two.
right. We prefer them to ride.
Right.
Some of them
Right.
get like me. Oh,
Yeah, you ride in the parade, you know?
yeah. You know, we have a 96-year-old World War II veteran who is going to be the leading off the parade.
All right. Who's
And
that?
I
Can't
knew
think
you
of
were
his
going to
name.
ask me.
Of course I was going to ask you.
I know it. And I got that senior citizen thing.
At Sometimers?
Yeah, sometimes.
Uh-huh.
But he is going to lead off our parade. We're very proud of that. We have a lot. Now, the new generation is the Vietnam War. And everybody knows that's our old folks now.
Yeah, that's the older folks
We're
now.
in that category, Bob.
Yep.
I mean, Butch.
Yeah. I was luckily. I could have been drafted, but had a high draft number, and I went to college. And the war was only 2 years later, after I turned 18, it ended. So I got lucky there.
Wow.
But now, of course, you got the veterans from the Gulf War, and then Iran and Afghanistan. You got those veterans now.
All of those.
Yeah.
And it seems to be growing.
Yeah.
I hope it is anyway. But we're really hoping for a large turnout. Like I said, if we can get the kids there, we'll get the participation, and that's the whole thing.
Well, Larry, you're welcome to come on here with whoever didn't show up with you this morning.
We have a plan for next Wednesday.
Next Wednesday, you'll be back
Matter of fact,
to give us regular updates on the Veterans Day Parade coming up on November 9th.
We are scheduled
In
for every
downtown
Wednesday till the parade.
You are. Okay, good.
Yes.
Good.
So hopefully
We look forward to having you
keep
here.
it in mind.
Bring some more smiling faces in here, okay?
I'll try to do my best on that. You scare them off, but I don't know what it is.
Well, the thing about it is people on the world famous Butch and Bob Show, they have the choice. They can either just listen to it on 105.5 FM or on BigDogCountry.com or on our free app, or they can watch it video, and they can watch it live on BigDogCountry.com. Go on the B&B Show, go to live stream, and they can see that. All right, so they have the choice whether they want to see our faces or not. Usually what they see on mine, I watch it sometimes, is the back of my gray head. You know, it's just it's shining up there. The light's glowing off of my gray hair. And so they get to see y'all's faces. But most of the time, it's just either the side of my face or the back of my head as I talk to y'all.
Some people might think that's a good thing.
With friends like Larry Brantley.
Anyway, the Veterans Day Parade and the Shrine Poker Run. Please participate.
All right, let's see here. Let's see here. Someone just says, please challenge the public officials to participate.
We have requested that. We've actually sent emails to all our public officials requesting that they put something in the parade.
Themselves and
themselves, yes. We would love to see our county commissioners, city commissioners, our state representatives. I understand Buddy Carter's going to try to come. I'm going over to Waycross today to see him.
Mm-hmm. We got that Veterans Day event going on down there,
correct.
right?
That's correct. I'm going to ride over there.
Well, what is that event? I know Bob had it on news this morning. Tell us about that event going on in Waycross.
It's to help veterans who are having difficulties, signing up or telling them what their rights are and benefits are. More or less just try to help veterans in general.
Okay.
I am a veteran, Marine Corps veteran, and that's why I'm going. It's just to see what they have to offer.
So you're a Marine, huh?
I am.
There is no former Marine. You're a Marine, right?
I am a Marine.
Yeah, I got that from Leroy Jethro Gibbs from watching NCIS. There are no former Marines. They're just Marines.
That's exactly right.
Where did you do your basic training?
Parris Island.
Parris Island. Now, did you go during the summer or spring or fall when you had to do your?
I went during it was spring.
Spring.
I got to watch the sloughs rise and fall.
The sloughs?
Yeah, your water inlets.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Little creeks.
Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, back then, part of it was if you got into trouble, you had to go across we call it a slough, but a creek.
Right.
And full gear with a weapon.
In that mud that's hard enough to walk in
without anything
on you.
But that's the good old days, they say.
Yeah, well, you were young at that time, Larry. You could handle it.
Well, I tell everybody at 17, I knew more than God. Now at 18, I realize how stupid I really
Yeah,
am.
well, usually for a lot of
dumb.
people, you have to be 30 to get that
That's
point.
exactly
All right. Well, Bob, anything else? I know you got to get to your morning interview. All right, Larry Brantley, we'll have you back on next week with some more folks to talk about the Veterans Day Parade coming up here in Jesup and Wayne County on November 9th.
Thank you very much.
Take care. World famous Butch and Bob Show brought to you by Nips Car Wash, located on Highway 301 South. Just past McDonald's on the left-hand side. New car wash. They got that laser-guided car wash. If you've never been through a laser-guided car wash, you're missing out, man. That thing knows how to laser-guide that car wash through you to get your vehicle just as clean as it can be.
Famous Butch and Bob Show.